Very good morning to you all, dear students. So today we are going to start with a new block, that is block 20. And the topic of our discussion for today is importance of agriculture. Alright, so our aim for today is students will be able to explain the importance of agriculture to meet our needs. Resources required is picture of food, worksheet S1, exit content book, and your notebook. The keywords today for today is agriculture, farming, and poultry farming. So let us learn the meaning of the keywords first of all. What is agriculture? The art or science of cultivating the ground, including the harvesting of crops and the rearing and management of livestock. They are known as agriculture. And what is farming? The business of cultivating land, raising stocks. They are known as farming. What is poultry farming? Domestic fowls, example, chickens, ducks, turkeys, and geese, that is raised for food. They are known as poultry farming. Now, let me ask you a simple question, okay? Just imagine, okay, what will you eat if the shops are closed? And what will happen if you don't get your food? What will you eat then? Okay, so suppose if the shop are closed, then what will happen? We will not be able to buy things. Yes or no? And what will happen if we don't get our food? We will definitely die out of hunger. Yes or no? And what will you eat then? We will not have anything to eat. Okay, if the shops are closed. All right, and if you don't get our food. So now I want all of you to draw this table in your notebook. Okay, please copy down this table in your notebook. One column you write like this. Okay, what will you eat for breakfast and dinner? One example is like bread, right? Where does it come from? Plants or animals? Like bread, it came from plants. Plant, right? Similarly, you've suppose you wrote here. Okay, roti. Okay, ROTI. So where does it came from? Plant or animal? Or suppose like milk. Where does it come from? Plant or animals, like that. Okay, so you have to fill up for the race. Now after copying the table to your notebook, you okay, you just try to imagine, okay, like what do you take for your breakfast or for your dinner, all right? And then accordingly you fill it up in the given table. Okay, now what do you eat for breakfast and dinner, and which of these food items come from plants, and which of these item comes from animals, and where do we get those food from? Okay, we all eat different thing for breakfast, right? That is in the morning and also for dinner. Okay, so which of these food items come from plants and from animals, and from where do you get this food? All right, so the food we eat either comes from plants or animals. Okay, that is the bread, the rice, the roti, the fruits, the dal, the oats, the cornflakes, the dosa, the sambar, all comes from plants like wheat, maize, jowar, bajra, rice, and pulses. Okay, all those come from plants. We also get fruits and vegetables from plants. All right, milk, curd, paneer, butters, it comes from cows and buffaloes. Okay, while eggs come from hens. We buy food from the shops that get it from somewhere else. Okay, I hope now you're clear. Now see, the plants are from plants we get oats, dosa, bread, roti, and sambar. From animals, we get milk, egg, meat, paneer, and curd. Okay, curd. So these are the food items where we get from plants and animals. I hope you are clear. Now, who grows these plants and how? Suppose who grow rice, maize, all those things. Who grows these plants and how do they grow? Who keeps these animals and why? And in what ways do we depend on those growing crops and those raising cattle and hens? Can you think of something else besides food which comes from farming? I hope you are following the question. Alright, as I explained to you, please listen carefully, okay? Farmers, they grow crops as well as fruits, vegetables, okay? And some people, they keep cattle for milk. Some people also keep hens for eggs or for the meat. Alright, this is called poultry farming. Okay, and these are different types of farming. Alright, together they are also called agriculture. Right, and we depend on farmers for food. If they did not grow the crops or raise animal, we will not be able to get rice, roti or dosa, dal, vegetables, milk and eggs that are part of our daily meals. Alright, so farmers also grow crops like cotton and jute, which we use for other things. Alright, the last question. Why is farming mostly taken up by people living in villages and not in towns and cities? Okay, I hope you all used to visit your village, okay? So why is farming mostly taken up by people in the villages and not in towns and cities? Very simple, okay? See, why is because in order to farm we need a large amount of land, okay? Big space. We need a large amount of land for farming or raising cattle. These are found more easily in villages than in towns and cities. Like Kohima, we don't have large amount of space, right, or land in order for farming or raising cattle. Okay, so which are more crowded and have less space in cities as compared to that of villages. Alright, so you see that most of the villages they have farming. Okay. For today, you have to complete your practice question number 3 and 8. Alright, practice question number 3 and 8. What is agriculture?